Hello, my name is Joe Richter. I'm a real estate broker and an associate broker with Keller Williams Realty. I am licensed in California and Oregon. I prepare monthly reports that look at the market trends in 14 communities from Newport to Turtle Rock through Irvine and Trabuco Canyon out to Ladera Ranch. These reports can be accessed on our website at joe-richter.com under a navigation link named Market Trends Monthly Update. Each report takes a focused look at a specific community or neighborhood. The goals are to establish and monitor home values, to define the market type as either a seller or a buyer's market, and to set reasonable expectation for days on market, the period from listing to getting an acceptable offer and signing a contract. This report focuses on Turtle Rock single-family homes. It covers the period from January 1st through May 30th, 2020. The monthly headline is New Listings Bounce, Contracts Written Jump. Turtle Rock, like most other communities we monitored, show a positive and definite change in direction in market activity in May. This is good news. The Turtle Rock single-family homes market is currently a seller's market with 3.5 months of inventory. Technically, it is right on the cusp between what Chapman University defines as a buyer's market, which is 3.5 months or more of inventory. As seen in the table, monthly inventory levels have been very stable around 3.2 months. However, for perspective, we need to say that Turtle Rock spent a lot of time as a buyer's market with quite a few months in 2017, 2018, and 2019 where inventory levels were in the 5, 6, and 7 month range. Active and new listing statuses. We monitor the active listings to provide insight into trends that may be developing that will impact home values and inventory levels. Currently, there are 15 active listings. There were 16 in our last report. There were 19 new listings over the past 90 days. 11 of those homes are still on the market. And there were 7 new listings during May. You will see that a lot of this report is centered around the 3 essential steps in the selling and buying process. These are new listings, which reflect a willing seller, contracts written, reflect a willing buyer, and closing is the execution of the technical aspects and obligations of the purchase contract by the buyer with the lender cooperation. Compared to 2019, new listings are down 39%. Contracts written are up 38% and closings are up 50%. More on each of these as we proceed. As noted, new listings are down 39% on a year-over-year basis for the same time period. The Turtle Rock single-family home market made a nice rebound in May. We need to pay attention to this graph to make sure that the rebound continues. On the positive side, 2020 started off very strong in Turtle Rock and the rest of the county. There were plenty of sellers and buyers willing to make deals. And perhaps more important for our future, Fannie Mae is forecasting very strong third and fourth quarters this year. Contracts written are running 38% above same period in 2019. Closings are ahead of 2019 by 50% for the same period, and this is due in a very large part to the best January and Februaries we have had in the past 8 years. Very good closing numbers in those months. Understandably, home values are the most important subject for sellers. In Turtle Rock, single-family home values are running up 2.8%. The average current list price for the active listings is $2,371,000. The range is from $1,499,000 to $3,799,000. Recent closings are used as a primary key metric to determine pricing in appraisals and CMAs. Depending on the amount of information available, a look-back period of 90 to 180 days is typically used to make sure there's sufficient data to make a reasonable estimate. We always use a 90-day look-back period because our markets are robust, and the shorter period reduces the distortion seasonality as on the data. For instance, if we were looking back 6 months now, it would mean we would have November and December data in our assumptions, and those months would be totally irrelevant to what is going on today. Over the past 90 days, 11 homes have closed. Of those, 11 homes closed below the revised asking price, 0 sold at the revised asking price, and 0 sold above the revised asking price. Days on market, DOM, is the time from activating a listing on the MLS to getting an offer accepted and a purchase contract signed. As listing brokers, we always advise, in a normal market, the DOM time should be 30 to 45 days and suggest pricing accordingly. The DOM for all active listings is currently 84 days. It was 80 days in our last report at the end of April. We should point out the DOM, exclusive of outliers, is 55 days. There are 3 listings that can be seen later in this report on our active listing table that have been on the market for a very long time, over 200 days each. These should not be used to judge the other properly priced and presented listings in this data set. Therefore, we will make the comment that DOM exclusive of outliers is 55 days. As mentioned, inventory levels determine the definition of the market type as either a seller or buyer's market. Chapman University, again, defines a buyer's market here in Southern California as being 3.5 months or more of inventory. The current inventory level is 3.5 months, which is the border to the buyer's market zone. It was 3.2 months in our April report and 1.9 months in our March report. To clarify, according to Chapman, once a community is in a buyer's market zone for 6 months, prices start to soften. At 9 months, there is a clear decline in home values. Inventory trends are important to aid in forecasting, so we monitor 3 measures of inventory. The 90-day trends give us a sense of a surge in new listings or contracts written. 90-day inventory rose by 77%. Year-over-year inventory helps us measure how steady or dependable a market is. Year-over-year inventory is down 46%. Monitoring the month-by-month comparison lets us check on the abnormalities in the seasonal trends. May 2020 compared to May 2019 is down 48%. And here is a map of the listings in Turtle Rock. We get the data in these reports direct from the MLS, and this map is a map of that data. Since we have the saved searches already prepared, so we are always putting the same data sets in for comparison, we are able to prepare forward-facing links to that data on our website. We take the raw data, put it in our proprietary statistical models. No one else has this presentation. This map and the thumbnails that follow are available on our website. The thumbnails include summary information on each listing. To see the full MLS detail, click on any of the thumbnails. You can access this MLS data also on our website at joe-richter.com under the navigation link Predefined Community Listings. The drop-down list will show the communities our sellers and buyers have asked us to provide quick access to. These are live dynamic links with up to the second accuracy. This information is faster and more accurate than Zillow, Realtor.com, or Redfin. You're welcome to use it without registering. We put the raw data we get into many different tables to sort and do analysis on it. This is a table of the current active listings. I mentioned the statistical analysis we do to determine outliers. Here is a image that shows the analysis that is done. The two highlighted DOM cells are the two that are outside the normal range of data. Here is the table that shows all the closings so far this year. Note the outlier tables calculations. Here is the last bit of detail. This chart shows the value range of all the closings. The blue line is a trend line. The red dots represent the close price. The gray dots represent the original list price of the same transaction. Notice all of the gray dots are above the red dots, indicating a price reduction. However, there are usually several gray dots below the red dots, which show price increases that can occur with a properly priced home. Right now, there are none. Buyers and economic conditions set the market value. In closing, we would like to say thank you for patiently listening. We have tried to make this a high-level explanation of how the market is evolving. If you need help with your real estate needs or just have questions about forbearance or prices or DOM, anything at all, please contact me. The team I work with would love to be of service. Again, thank you very much.